There's no perfect meal plan. Most times meal plans are individualized per se. There's no one way fix it all for somebody. So I cannot say this is a perfect meal plan, because if I say it's a perfect meal plan to lose weight or for an ideal person, everybody that sees it online might just go and say, okay, let me do this and I will lose weight. No, it might not work for everybody. So the ideal thing I would still say is know your size. Speak to a dietitian, a well-trained dietitian. The person will be able to put on an individualized, everything about diet, everything about health actually individualized. It's just like the medical line. When you tell the doctor you have headache, the person will still have to check very well, why is this headache coming? Because I gave a patient that said I have headache paracetamol doesn't mean another patient will come and I just give headache. There might be another issue to that. The headache might just be just gonna drink Coke and you'll be fine. I must not give you the same drug. And also medical practice, dietary practices are actually individualized. So when somebody comes and tells you, assuming 2 people come into my office now, 90 kg, 2 of them, to you, the 2 of them are obese. But when you probe further, the first Mr. A might be 90 kg but 1.8 meters. So he might not be above his BMI. And even though he's above his BMI, there are also some things I need to check. Is he muscular? Is he actually a sports person? Someone like the Big Show is muscular, and if you check his weight, he might be up to 150 kg, and his BMI might be up to 30 something, which is above the normal BMI threshold. But he's healthy because he's actually a very, very active person. But somebody else comes and is not active and comes with the same height, the same weight, and the person is looking all obese, and I ask the person, do you engage in any physical activity? They say, no, I don't do anything, I just sit down. So that's the person I need to do it. But if the 2 of them listen to this and I say, okay, this is for you that want to lose weight, your BMI is more than 30 kg per meter square, go on this diet. The person that is actually someone that goes into very strenuous sports will go on that diet and go to do his sports and faint there because he has gone through this weight loss diet. So it's not a one way fix it all. It's not something I can just say, okay, this is how it's supposed to be, and oh no, at all.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, born on the 13th of June 1954, is a Nigerian-born economist and international development expert. She sits on the boards of Standard Chartered Bank, Twitter, Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization, GAVI, and the African Risk Capacity, ARC. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala spent a 25-year career at the World Bank as a development economist, scaling the ranks to the number 2 position of Managing Director, Operations from 2007 to 2011. She also served 2 terms as Finance Minister of Nigeria from 2003 to 2006 and also from 2011 to 2015. Under the leadership of President Olusegun Obasanjo and President Goodluck Jonathan, respectively. During her campaign to become the next Director General of the World Trade Organization, it was revealed that Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala became a U.S. citizen in 2019 after spending several decades working and studying in the United States of America. Okonjo-Iweala served twice as Nigerian Finance Minister and also as Minister of Foreign Affairs. She was the first female to hold both positions. During her first term as Minister of Finance under President Olusegun Obasanjo's administration, she spearheaded negotiations with the Paris Club that led to the wiping out of $13 billion of Nigeria's debts, including the outright cancellation of $18 billion. In 2003, she led efforts to improve Nigeria's macroeconomic management, including the implementation of an oil price-based fiscal rule where revenues occurring above a reference benchmark oil price were saved in a special account. She also introduced the practice of publishing each state monthly financial allocations from the federal government of Nigeria in the newspapers. These actions went a long way in increasing transparency in government. With the support of the World Bank and the IMF to the federal government of Nigeria, she helped build an electronic financial management platform, the Government Integrated Financial Management and Information System, GIFMIS. including the Treasury Single Account (TSA) and the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System (IPPIS), helping to curtail corruption in the process. As of December 31st, 2014, the IPPIS platform had eliminated 62,893 ghost workers from the system and saved the Nigerian government about $1.25 billion in the process. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was also instrumental in helping Nigeria obtain its first sovereign credit rating of baby minors from Fitch Ratings and Standard & Poor's in 2006. Following her first term as Minister of Finance, she returned to the World Bank as a Managing Director in December 2007. In 2011, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was reappointed as Minister of Finance in Nigeria with the expanded portfolio of the Coordinating Minister for the Economy by President Goodluck Jonathan. Her legacy includes strengthening Nigeria's public financial systems and stimulating the housing sector with the establishment of the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Corporation (NMRC). She also empowered Nigerians women youth with the Growing Girls and Women in Nigeria program (GWIN), a gender-responsive budgeting system, and highly acclaimed youth enterprise with innovation program (UWIN) to support entrepreneurs that created thousands of jobs.
iBrand TV. Business first.
Hello, welcome. This is Business Breakfast, broadcasting live from our studios here in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. I am Frank Omalape. Thank you for joining us. Here's what's coming up in a moment. Nigeria's current e-commerce spending is estimated at $12 billion and projected to reach $75 billion in revenues per annum by 2025. What are some of the growth drivers for this sector and how to better position the country to attract more investment will form the crux of our conversation in the first part of the program. Plus, fashion and lifestyle seekers, biggest spenders on the e-commerce platforms, accounting for about 37% of the total revenue, with a projected market volume of $2.4 billion in 2021. This is according to Statista Digital Market Outlook report. This and many more are some of the things to expect on the show today. Many thanks for joining us. Let's begin now with some of these stories making the rounds now. Nigeria's debt stock of 35.5 trillion will increase to 42.7 trillion following the Senate approval of the federal government's request for $16 billion and 1.02 billion euro fresh loans. This brings the value of the loans to be acquired to 7.2 trillion naira. The Senate yesterday approved the foreign loan plans of President Muhammadu Buhari, in which he sought to borrow the sum of $16.2 billion and a grant component of $125 million to fund some legacy project. The Senate also granted the request of the Bank of Industries for the issuance of 500 million euro, but not more than 750 million euros Eurobond in the international capital market. The chairman of the committee, Senator Clifford Odia, during his presentation stated that the 50 or $5.07 billion would be sourced from the China Exim Bank and $3.9 billion from the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China. And now the World Bank has insisted on debt transparency as a pivotal step in countries' development process, while it estimates that external financing requires in Nigeria and other low-income developing countries will reach about $429 billion between 2023 and 2025. It is also added that transparency will promote new investment, improve accountability, and help reduce corruption. This was stated in its report titled Transparency in Developing Economies yesterday, which marked the first comprehensive assessment of the global and national systems for monitoring sovereign debt. While stating the benefit of loan contract standardization, the report added that requirement about standardization of terms could facilitate transparency. And in the meantime, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, has insisted on the introduction of standard protocols and legal frameworks for effective prosecution of maritime-related crimes to fight piracy. This was revealed in a statement by the Director General of NIMASA, Bashir Jimo, yesterday at the third technical rotating meeting of the project on enhancing regional research, convening of stakeholders and capacity development in the Gulf of Guinea. Bashir also added that it had been implemented by the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center in Accra and the government of the Denmark so far. He further stated that such collaborative efforts must begin with state demonstrating willingness to bequeath portions of their sovereignty and investing in the realizations of the provisions of the UN Code of Conduct, which is a code of practice without any bidding provisions. And finally, Securities and Exchange Commission has urged corporate organizations to exploit the Islamic capital market, saying it will help create an enabling environment. The Director General SEC, Lamido Yuguda, stated these at the 2021 African International Conference on Islamic Finance in Abuja yesterday, with the theme Infrastructure Financing, Sustainability and the Future of African Market 2.0, according to a statement. Represented by the Executive Director of Corporate Services at SEC, Ibrahim Boyi, Yuguda mentioned that the Commission was working tirelessly with relevant stakeholders to implement recommendations for the non-interest capital market sector in line with the objectives of the 10-year Nigerian Capital Market Master Plan. Well, and that's it for now with the top business headlines. Coming up in a moment, Nigeria's current e-commerce spending is estimated at $12 billion and projected to reach $75 billion in revenues by 2025. So we'll take a look at the growth drivers for the sector and how the country can be better positioned to attract more investment in this market. So we get talking in a moment after this break. Please stay with us.
Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash, quick delivery. Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes? I have a solution for you. Really? Mm-hmm.
She knows how to cook the banga. Not going to enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga efo riro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extract for tasty African cuisine.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. Found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. My name is Neo. I found Blemiviv, and now my skin finally makes sense.
True unripe plantain flour is 100% natural flour gotten from the processing of unripe plantain. It contains no addictive and has a net content of 500 grams. True unripe plantain flour contains vitamin A, B6 and C. It is gluten-free and rich in calcium. Consuming True unripe plantain flour helps to build and strengthen stronger bones and can be a great meal for diabetic patients. It decreases your chances of constipation as it has a high fiber content and provides you with a low-fat diet. Here are some steps to prepare your True unripe plantain flour. Firstly, mix True unripe plantain flour with hot water in a pot and gradually add water till you achieve desired thickness. Place over medium heat and turn very well for 4 to 5 minutes to get the right texture. Mold into a ball and place in a bowl and allow to cool. Serve with your choice of soup. True unripe plantain flour can be eaten with any variety of soup, be it your ofe oha, ofe onugbu, begiri, ewedu, or your miyan kuka. To get your True unripe plantain flour, contact us at 12 Olowera Isheri Road by First Welder bus stop off Omole Phase 2, Olowera, Lagos, Nigeria, or call 070-6663-8213 or 081-6397-4447. Distributors are needed nationwide.
Glad to have you back now. If you just joined us, this is Business Breakfast coming to you live from our studios here in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. We'll get talking now. Nigeria's e-commerce and digital landscape is the biggest economies in Africa, according to reporters. Current e-commerce spending in the country is estimated at $12 billion and it's projected to reach $75 billion in 2025. So according to a PayU report, consumers on the continent spend more on clothing in 2019 and food in 2020 than any other e-commerce category. So other categories of online shopping expenses including electronics, gadget, video, games, food, etc. So let's get talking. We have Mr. Olushola Popola in the house. He's the chartered accountant and CEO, Rich Vision Digital Cooperative. Thank you for finding time to join us on the program this morning.
Thank you very much. It's a great privilege to be here with you.
So given this figure, the the sector is worth $13 billion. Not only that it's worth $13 billion, but the current spending capacity of Nigerians, it's estimated at $12 billion. What do you suppose are the factors responsible for this growth or for these numbers?
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me again on the program. When you talk about the growth of the e-commerce in Nigeria, I don't, how will I put it? I won't say thank God for coronavirus. It's, everything, they say behind everything, there's a silver lining behind every cloud. And, behind the coronavirus with all its negativities, but just on the other side of it, I'm able to see that period took us like 2-3 years beyond where we should have been as far as e-commerce is concerned. Because a lot of things that people get, before now we had these other kind of phones that can browse the internet and things. Now people are having more apps on their phones. The event of apps, people using applications in different forms and formats, and then access to data also. The telcos, even though we are not having it so cheap, but it's available, and it makes people. So those are some of the things that has made the advent of e-commerce to surge so high. And then you have to look at something also that is very prevalent. It's looking at our population. We have a population that is predominantly youth driven. Almost about close to 68% of our population are youths, and youths are mobile. Before now, technology was not there, but now with youths, they want to get everything on the go. They want to know what is happening. So, and they are very adventurous. So before now, when they tell you put your card online, put the details of your card, you say, me, my card, I can't. That was the old generation. But this new generation don't even they just want to get it done. Is it going to be delivered to my house? Can I have it now? So they drive those things, and it's made the e-commerce something to drive very, very well, and the awareness is getting better and better every day.
Let's look at some trends, new trends in the market. We've seen a lot of investors coming into the market. The existing platforms are there. You have a lot of them out there that are there today, but let's talk about some trends that we need to begin to watch out for. Yes, we've talked about the fact that the lockdown actually contributed significantly to the awareness and the usage of e-commerce, to better live life. But let's look at some trend that we should start watching out from. What are some of the things that that the pandemic has brought, and then that we should start leveraging on?
Okay, awesome. Now, some of the things that we should be looking out for now, it's you will see a lot of persons that are going to be gainfully employed, self-employed, without needing to go to an office or report anywhere. Some of the things we'll be seeing now is that you will see offices will suddenly realize that they don't need this gigantic structure anymore, that even some of their staffs can work from home. This is already happening, as you see in many of our banks today. Before now, how dare you as a banker say you are not going to the office? What are you doing at home? Nobody believes you can do banking work from home. But today, up to today, I still have friends in the banking sector that have not resumed to the office. They still work from home, which was not done before. So what the things we're going to be seeing now is people coming and realizing that, oh, I can go into retail business, into drop shipping. I don't need to have the money to buy the product. I can just, we have quite a number of people who don't even have a store. All they just have is a website, a page. And they are selling shoes, they are selling bags. They don't have capital to even go buy those things. They just go to the manufacturer. or to the supplier and have a simple discussion with them. This is what I own, this is what I run. Can you, I'm going to be giving you contact, I will give you leads, they will come. If they pay money into the account, you send the product to them, give me my own commission. And we see thousands of people who are already doing that right now. So you're going to see a lot of self-employed people who are giving various kind of services online. Before now, if I want to get an architect or somebody to do a particular kind of job for me.
I mean, we'll come back, but let's quickly take a break now. When we come back, of course, we'll talk more. There are a lot of issues that I want us to explore today in terms of opportunity and the size of the market and what we should look forward to. But let's quickly take a break. Now you're watching Business Breakfast. We'll take a moment. We'll be back to talk more. Please stay with us.
Market just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do now make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want. Put that for your pot. Which soup you want make? She na egusi, she na ogbono, she na vegetable, she na banga. My sister no waste time again. My brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit extract.
Glad to have you back now. Let's continue the conversation as we look at the opportunities in Nigeria's e-commerce sector and some of the new trends in that sector. Mr. Olushola Popola is still our guest, Chartered Accountant, CEO, Rich Vision Digital Cooperative. Thank you for your time. Let's continue from where we stopped. Talking about, because before you were talking about the fact that this is creating opportunities for young people who don't have to look for a job anymore. I think we should continue from that note.
All right. Just like as I was saying, it's something that the government should latch on to improve the infrastructures and things to help the populace, because the demographic that we have now will continue for a while. Over 60% of the population have been youths and things, and we're in an era where everybody wants things to be done as quickly as possible. Yeah. So now there's a kind of competition. The economic environment is very competitive, that if I want to get a particular service now, if I'm engaging you, I can go online and check for someone who can do that stuff. I do a lot of things. Before now, I want to print something, I must see my printer, I must do this. But now I go online and I search and I say things. So now what we should be looking at is, from why I said government should latch on it, is to encourage the youth to develop more skill sets that they can easily market digitally. There's no skill set that cannot be marketed digitally. When you talk of e-commerce, you are talking of electronic buying and selling of goods and services.
So it's not just about goods.
It's not just about goods.
You can also put your services out there.
Anything. So you can be in Nigeria here, because these things are going to increase our internet generated revenue. You can be in Nigeria here and be employed and engaged by somebody who is in the US, and you stay in Nigeria and do this stuff. So things that we need to start doing as a government, or that the government needs to start doing, it's encourage the youth. into skill acquisitions. It's not just the academic kind of thing. What kind of skills? Now, if I want IT related services now, without blinking my eyes, I know the country to search for. I'll be checking somewhere in India because I know these guys are good on these stuffs. So what are those things or which area are we going to be developing, channeling the strength of our youth to? They need to be guided. It's not just the youth, but just everybody. So when we look at developing those skills, then we need to put the infrastructure in place also. Because one of the major challenge of e-commerce is infrastructures in Nigeria. Now, take for instance, people who run drop shipping, you buy online and you get supplied and things. I want it just like now. But if you look at the major ones, I think I can the Konga, the Jumia and things that sell products online, they will tell you 1 week delivery. I need it now. But why?
Because that's where I actually wanted to ask question. What can we be now? We've recorded this success, and with the number of the valuation we're getting, about $12 billion, $13 billion. I mean, it's a success story. That means there could be more. So, talking about infrastructure, what are the things in terms of infrastructure that we need to improve? What are the areas of infrastructure we need to improve? I mean, we have a lot that we can talk about.
Yeah, there's so much. I hope we can exhaust them here. Now, first, you want to talk about on our roads, congestion on the roads. The man has to go make delivery. He's stuck in traffic. So most of the time, these delivery guys have to use the bike guys, which is a kind of risk and things to them. Even when those bike guys are going, you still see government officials stop them, delay them for whatsoever God knows reasons. So that's one. We have to, if we have good roads, then I can have a delivery van that can supply a certain area than have just one bike man or 5 bike guys going to supply the same area. Good roads. Then another thing that is very important as far as e-commerce is concerned that we enhance it in Nigeria is to have adequate numbering of houses in Nigeria. Proper numbering. Most of the time now, one of the challenges that you see with the people that do drop shipping is that you can't get the address of people. Where do you stay? My house is near this church. There are many houses near that church. So how do I, when we have adequate numbering of houses and
talking about proper urban planning and setting.
Exactly. And you see this is done, it's fair in this, maybe in Lagos and some other urban cities. But if you go to the other states and things that are not central. But when you talk of e-commerce, I'm not just talking about Lagos, we are talking about the globe. It's a global thing. So that is one. Then another thing is government needs to create policies on financial policies that are e-commerce friendly. When I say financial policies that are e-commerce friendly, like recently you hear the central bank clamp down on cryptocurrency. Some people's bank are being,
maybe banned
not to trade and particular things and things like that. This is not going to aid or help the digital economy. Digital economy needs different payment methods. You must look at what is that thing that suits me. What suits, like in the US, in advanced countries, you will see people have opportunity to pay with maybe PayPal, Skrill. These are not government-owned organizations. But there are regulations anyway, right? Because there's no business that operates outside government regulations. All business, and the same thing with e-commerce.
But let's talk about regulation now. It's Nigeria's e-commerce sector regulated as it is now?
As we say, we said it is let's say about 65% regulated, because the reason why, partially, and the reason is this: for you to show your face as a business, you have to be a registered company. Most people that want to relate with you online, they want to check you out. Are you registered? So quote and unquote, somehow you are registered with the government, and when you are putting up your memo and article and things, you put it there that you are going to go into digital, and all these stuffs. Then two, for you to do operation as a good business person, you need to be paying your tax. You need to, you have a bank account and things. All those things, government has an eye there. That's why I will not say direct intervention, but maybe let's call it partial control. And then in the digital space, because our IC is still novel. It's not as if it's grounded. We just had the Minister of Digital Economy. That's not been before. It's like a new portfolio and things. So, and new things will be coming. So as the economy grows, as digital economy participation of people in the economy continues to grow, it will policies will be made. I remember quite sometimes ago going into one of these banks. We started, one of the people that started this VTU virtual top up
this virtual transaction.
So my company then, we was selling out airtime using the website. It wasn't common then, and then we needed to expand the business, and we approached some banks to give us facilities, and the bank told us, after seeing all our books, everything is okay. They asked us, okay, where is your stock? We just told you we are virtual. They said no. That was how they denied us that stuff, because they couldn't comprehend that, okay, if anything goes wrong, we're going to get our stock. We know if you have the stock somewhere, we can. So those are some of the things that are, but today it will be a different ball game, because the banks too now know that there are some people that can have virtual stock. How can we take control of those virtual stock and things? So these are areas that can be improved upon in this era.
We've seen statistics showing that internet penetration is about 70% in Nigeria, but now the rest of the 30%, it's left out of this equation. How do you think we can factor in the rest of this 30% if we must dip in the e-commerce sector?
Well, that is a tall order. Why I say it's a tall one is because you look at the economy. Is it cheap to go online? It's not. For you to be online, as I speak to you now, you should have data, which you gotta buy. You need a very good phone, mobile phone. Now, you do the 30% you are talking about. Maybe most of them are in the rural areas. The uneducated, no, it's not uneducated, no. Because there are a lot of uneducated people that have devices that are even more. So the people that are not IT, they are
IT savvy.
IT savvy. So, and then you look at the infrastructures. In the villages, do we have the infrastructures there? They just provided enough infrastructures for them to make calls. And when you are making calls, you just go to your village and try to make calls.
So these are some of the challenges
that they must be addressed. Income per capita have to be increased to some certain level for you to have the kind of 100% expectation that we have.
I think we need to go on break now, but when we come back from this break, I think we'll be delving properly now how to get started for someone who is watching and say, look, I want to get started in this space and take a part of this money, take share of this this value. I think we need to talk about that when we come back from this break. You're also watching Business Breakfast. To call Nigeria's e-commerce market is projected to reach $75 billion in revenue by 2025. So the questions are, what are the opportunities in this market for Nigerian entrepreneurs, and what are the markets? Where are they? So that's our focus when we come back from this break. Please stay with us. Glad to have you back now. We'll be looking at Nigeria's e-commerce sector and the opportunities in this space. Mr. Olushola Popola is Chartered Accountant, CEO, Rich Vision Cooperative. He's still here with us in the studio. Thank you for your time. Now, let's talk more about taking advantage of the opportunity for someone who is watching and say, look, I need to start doing something. So how does that person start? I think we should start from there.
Awesome. I think this is the best. This is the part I love best. All right. Now, you listening to me, listening to this program right now. How do I get involved in e-commerce? How do I get involved in this? The first thing is not the business that you want to do. The first thing is you must be a person of vision. Do you have a clear vision of what you really want to do? You must have that drive that I want to achieve this. And once your vision is clear of what you want for yourself, you will begin to see opportunities around that vision.
So first, vision.
The vision. It's a without vision, people, you remain poor. That's the truth. Without a clear vision, you remain poor. You remain somebody that serves. So when the vision is clear, this is what I want to achieve, then you begin to see opportunities that we form or that we align with your vision. Now, with that said, you should be a creative person. You must be creative in thinking. I look at my area. Okay, this is what I want to achieve in life. And then I begin to think, which area what can I do? I have a purpose in life, and I said, I want to impact a lot of people in some certain areas. And based on my vision, just one day during the pandemic, an idea just came. We can start something like this digitally. And we can start this, people can do this. Based on the vision, we're going to help a lot of people. That's why I say vision first. Then be creative. Nobody has ever done this before. We can do it. And that's how we started the Read Vision digital cooperative platform. Besides saying, nobody's done this, the kind of thing, how do you secure your money? So you must be a creative person. You must be adventurous. And then look at that line. And when you look at the line that you want to address, you must acquire skills in that particular area. Now, the challenge is, many of us, you hear that, oh, blogging is good. Doing some things online. You just hear people saying it, and the only stories you hear is the story of somebody that made 10 million, somebody that built houses in a GRA and things from doing it, and then you jump into it without acquiring the skill. So you need the skill set. So you must develop
skills. Very important.
Develop skills for that particular
I would like us, because in this second part, I would like us to focus on two major areas. Of course, one aspect is service, which we talked about earlier, and the other aspect are goods. You talked about it earlier. I have a figure with me, or a statistic with me, that 5 major categories of e-commerce in 2020, between 2019 and 2021, were the most focused. For instance, the fashion, the beauty industry, the cosmetics, in 2020 made about $1.8 billion. And you also have the furniture, appliances, electronics, media, care, and all of toy as well, and food and personnel. But let's talk first about what I expect. For instance, someone, yes, vision is important, but someone will say, okay, yes, I have the vision. I know what I want to do. But how can I use this number as an investor? How helpful can these numbers, these statistics, help my business? I think that's what we need to talk about now.
Okay, now if we look at it, having put the vision and things in place, what you now begin to look at, these numbers are just like a scratch compared to what we have in the offing, because you're talking about a population of about 200 million people and ever growing. So to take advantage of this, you have to cut out your niche. Do I want to address the fashion? Do I want to go into the food? And it's not that I don't have to take the whole part of the fashion industry. I can just take a particular thing. Now let's address that man, that woman who is looking at this and say, I wish I even started this, but I don't even have the money to even start in the first place. Because you have people who have the money to do it and people that don't even have the money to do it. Now, someone that does not have the money to do it, one of the things you can do to do yourself is if you can invest in yourself and have what you call a little website. Because when you talk about digital, you must have an online presence. It's not the brick and mortar kind of thing. You must have an online presence. So the basic thing that you need to do is create an online presence. Now, how do you create an online presence? Everybody thinks, oh, you just need to YouTube, you must create a website page. Some people don't need to have website. We have different social medias platform that people use, such as the YouTube, the Facebook, and and all the things that you have. So you must create an online presence. You don't need so much money to design a big website. There are free blogs, free sites that you can use and create content. So the part of you now is to know that field that you want and create content. If people come to your website, what do they want to see? What is going to attract them? What is going to make it different from every other thing that they've been saying? So content creation, when we say content creation, it does not mean I know how to write articles and things. Content creation, I remember way back then, I wanted to go into this, e-commerce stuff. And then I saw somebody, my wife bought some clothes and it was very expensive. We said, this thing can be sold, that this is the cost in the market and this. What we did, we just went to a person who is supplying, who is a bulk purchaser of these stuffs, and then we put up a site, went to the shop and took the pictures. It didn't cost us anything. You don't have to have everything. If you are waiting to have everything, you will start nothing. So use your they say think and grow rich. Create that online presence. Look at depending on what you want to do. Depending on what you want to do, you can sell for. You can look at a restaurant and help them to sell. You are not the one cooking. I mean, if I can be in the food industry, I might not cook one meal, but I will sell food to people
using
my e-commerce. I just direct people. A lot of people are coming. What kind of food do you want? Banga soup, these and things, we have it available. And what I'm going to do is make a connection with somebody who is doing it. And then make sure that service is always, so anytime, just make your order, we get it supplied, we get it to you in 24 hours. I don't need to have riders. I just call riders and tell them, come, for everyone you deliver, this is the commission you're going to get. So you can start from nothing and become a successful person using these are the opportunities that e-commerce gives you. So the first thing, you have a clear vision. You must be able to brand yourself. You must be able to have very good online presence.
All right,
which is very key.
Let's talk about the future of e-commerce in Nigeria. Yes, of course, we've seen the projections, we've seen the numbers, what has been recorded in the last 1-2 years. The projections about $75 billion in the next 4 years. Now, how can you, as an entrepreneur, take advantage or take a part of that numbers when it comes to factoring, e-commerce into your business?
Yeah.
As a wrap up now.
All right.
So I'm talking about in terms of the future.
In terms of the future.
Yes.
Basically, just like we said, your online presence, branding yourself as the go-to person. The go-to person, I mean, is that, are you searching for this online? This person can attend to you. And when people have great experiences with you, they will refer their friends to you. So you must, this time, if you want to take advantage, you must, of the future, you must develop your online skills and then make your product or services top-notch. Very good quality. Not that people will make this particular order and when it gets delivered is a different thing that they are seeing. So what am I going to make my service one that everybody will want to have? So these are the things you want to put in place, and then it's going to cost. At times it comes with a cost. marketing costs, branding costs, and things. You want everybody to, when they are turning here, when they call this name, they think about you. So, principally, develop yourself, develop quality in your products and in your services. With that, you become that brand that people will seek after.
I think we need to leave it there. Thank you so much, Olu Sholak Popola, Chartered Accountant, CEO, Rich Vision Digital Cooperative. Thank you for coming on the program.
It's a privilege. Thank you very much for having me.
It's all right. So you're still watching Business Breakfast, coming to you from our studios here in Lagos. Still to come on the program, market capitalization of the Nigeria Exchange increased in value by 615.06 million naira at the close of Wednesday's activities. So Omobolande Deshui standing by with the market review.
Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services, that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash, quick delivery.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes? I have a solution for you. Really? Mm-hmm.
She knows I cook the banga. Not going to enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga eforiro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extract for tasty African cuisine.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. Found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. is new. I found Blemiviv, and now my skin finally makes sense.
True unripe plantain flour is 100% natural flour gotten from the processing of unripe plantain. It contains no addictive and has a net content of 500 grams. True unripe plantain flour contains vitamin A, B6 and C. It is gluten-free and rich in calcium. Consuming True unripe plantain flour helps to build and strengthen stronger bones and can be a great meal for diabetic patients. It decreases your chances of constipation as it has a high fiber content and provides you with a low-fat diet. Here are some steps to prepare your True unripe plantain flour. Firstly, mix True unripe plantain flour with hot water in a pot and gradually add water till you achieve desired thickness. Place over medium heat and turn very well for 4 to 5 minutes to get the right texture. Mold into a ball and place in a bowl and allow to cool. Serve with your choice of soup. True unripe plantain flour can be eaten with any variety of soup, be it your ofe oha, ofe onugbu, begiri, ewedu or your miyan kuka. To get your True unripe plantain flour, contact us at 12 Olowera Isheri Road by First Welder bus stop off Omole Phase 2, Olowera, Lagos, Nigeria, or call 070-6663-8213 or 081-6397-4447. Distributors are needed nationwide.
Hello and welcome to the stock market update. I am Omobolanle Adeshui. At the end of yesterday's trading session, Flour Mills Nigeria PLC recorded a gain of 0.52%, which can be attributed to buy interest in the shares of the company, inducing a gain of 615.06 million naira in market capitalization at the close of trading activities on the stock exchange market. The shares of the fast-moving consumer goods FMCG advanced from 29 naira per share at the start of trading day to 29 naira 15 kobo per share, representing an increase of 0.52%, which in monetary terms is 15 kobo. The buy interest witnessed in the shares of Flour Mills PLC positively influenced the company's market capitalization from 118.9 billion naira to 119.5 billion naira at the end of the day's trading activities, taking the appreciation to 615.06 million naira. And from the currency market, the exchange rate between the naira and the US dollar closed at 415.07 naira to a dollar, and at the investors and exporters window where forex is traded officially, naira depreciated further against the US dollar to close at 415 naira 7 kobo to a dollar on Tuesday, 9th November 2021, representing a 0.13% decline compared to 414 naira 55 kobo to a dollar recorded at the close of trading activities on Monday, 8th November 2021. This also represents the second consecutive depreciation in the exchange rate. Meanwhile, naira continues to trade at 570 naira to a dollar at the parallel market, maintaining the same rate since 1st November 2021. Nigeria's foreign reserve resumed the week with a $103.6 million decline on Monday to close at $41.6 billion. This represents a 0.25% decline compared to $41.7 billion recorded at the end of the previous week. And that's it from the stock market. I am Omobolanle Adeshui. It's now back to Frank.
Thank you so much, Omobolanle Adeshi, for that market review. So it's time to head straight to Mr. Ambrose Amodian, who is standing by, CEO, Invest Consulting Limited. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. Please, I need you to bring us to speed. There was buy interest in the shares of Flour Mills Nigeria at the close of activities yesterday. So tell us the reason why we're seeing that buying interest and what is likely to play out for the rest of the week.
Yeah, actually, as you just mentioned, the volume that came from flour mill was about almost 50 billion, and it has not been kind of volume that has been seen. And when such volume spikes come to the market, it gives an insight what's about to happen. But around August this year, we also saw around 50 million shares or traded, but after that, nothing happened. But this one that they say they are going to do board meeting, and we are seeing a volume before the circular came out, is signal that something is about to happen in the company. As to speak now, we can't lay hand on what is going to happen because it's not the end of their quarter or the end of their financial year. But I believe that they might likely be discussing something related to either to acquisition or merger or expansion of their business. But until the outcome of the meeting, we can't say exactly where. But flour mill or its own test of performance have been consistent, which is also what investors are looking at in any company. And because of that, this volume will attract investors to look the way of the stock even today and beyond. Since the meeting is holding on the 17th of November. For me, investors that also know what to do should also take position. Also, don't forget that CBN has also come out to say that they want to give single-digit loan to the manufacturing sector, and that will be a boost for that sector. Knowing that manufacturing sector and agriculture are the one contributing more now to the GDP because we want to depend more on non-oil sector to drive the economy. If that should be the mind of the policymakers or the CBN, that would be a good thing for the whole sector general where flour may operate. For me, it's a good sign for the market that yes, the economy recovery was seen to be sustained, especially when the non-oil sector start doing well as they have done in the previous quarters, and that will support the economy and also support the general economy at large. But for investors in the market, we have seen like two days consistent gain. Before yesterday, we saw a pullback after the market has even rallied to up to 44,000 to 63,000. That tells you that the market is also still on uptrend. But until at the end of market today, we know whether that pullback we saw yesterday in the general market will continue today. But don't forget that in any market, there's always time for accumulation and time for markup. People have accumulated before now, before the markup we saw for the last 3 days on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, before the pullback. And this will also be a sign of distribution, where people will be taking profit before the market to continue either in up direction again or pullback for a good correction for people to buy low. For me, the market is still healthy and strong. All we just need to check your investment strategy. If you're in profit in stock that you take profit, take your profit. If you want to buy, wait for a pullback to enter a new position.
It's alright.
Between now and April is the most active period and most profitable time to invest in equity market.
It's alright.
Investors should have this opportunity to take advantage of any pullback to stock good stocks in favor of the year end.
It's alright. Thank you so much, Ambrose Omodion, Chief Research Invest Data Consulting Limited. We thank you for your time on the program. We'll talk more about this in the coming days, but for now, we want to thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, this is where we wrap it up today on the program. Many thanks for watching. From all of us here, it's goodbye for now. Good morning.
Enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447, 080 35 64 4436, 070 66 63 8213. Banga Fresh Palm Fruit Extract.
Most people don't understand the magic of the perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin.
stay like that. We go just the manage am like that. Make person no stay one place. If person stay, husband bring the money no go reach. If plantain corn finish, I go start plantain and mango. If it still finish, corn go come out.
The work wey I dey do before, na hairdresser I dey do. I dey make people hair. But as I see say e no pay me because the hairdresser is too much for Lagos. This one dey pay me pass. This making hair hairdresser. This one pay me pass.
If money dey, person add, you fit take am add, you fit help person small. But sometimes you no dey help. But he help dey, wey person fit help person, fit help us.
In the prevailing circumstance of the Nigerian economy, how do people survive? It's no longer news that Africa's most populous nation is gripped with soaring food prices, hiking electricity tariff, poverty, inflation, and what have you. In all of these challenges, how do the citizens fend for themselves and their dependents? Now, to answer all of these questions, this episode of Spotlight is focusing on the business of corn roasting, its challenges, and its gains. My name is Margaret Opera, and this is Spotlight. In urban cities in Nigeria like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and many others, the most commonly sought after outdoor snacks are roasted plantain, boli as it's popularly called, roasted or boiled corn, roasted yam, grilled fish, suya, among many others. Corn is a very popular outdoor snack in many parts of Nigeria. It is common to find them during the rainy season, especially in the southern parts of the country. Whether one calls it maize or corn, it is no secret that this cereal crop is now in season and farmers and petty traders are making fortunes with it. Some petty traders have changed their regular businesses to preparing roasted corn snacks, which could be taken as in-between meals, snacks, or even like a full meal with local pear, coconut, kernel, or even butter. Known for its richness in carbohydrates, iron, protein, sodium, and other elements such as manganese, cornmeal is among Africa's staple cuisine. Corn is generally considered safe. However, some concerns exist. Like all cereal grains, whole grain corn contains phytic acid. Phytic acid impairs your absorption of dietary minerals such as iron and zinc from the same meal. While usually not a problem for people who follow a well-balanced diet, it may be a serious concern in developing countries where cereal grains and legumes are staple foods. Popularly called mouth organ, some traders said it's husk, boiled, while others said it's roasted. Whichever type one prefers, corn snacks have remained a daily delicacy for some people. The love for roadside corn, roasted or boiled, in Nigeria goes far beyond average to even the rich and affluent. Whether as political or public status stunts or just as a true desire, a number of prominent Nigerians have been spotted buying corn by the roadside. The likes of Tony Elumelu, the chairman of United Bank of Africa. In a video shared on his Instagram page, he was seen casually stepping out of his car with bodyguards to buy roasted corn by the roadside.
Which one do you have?
Other personalities who have done same are celebrated Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, former national chairman for the All Progressive Party, Adams Oshomole, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, politician and former governor of Imo State Rochas Okorocha, among others. For the corn business, it is important to take note of some cogent factors. One of these is location. A location that is busy and free of threats must be sought for, as this has large impact on the sale of corn. In the same vein, it is important to have additional stock available, like pears, kernel, and coconut. These additions promote sales and increase earnings. On this episode of Spotlight, we bring you corn business on the streets of Lagos.
My name is Abigail, but they call me Mama Mercy. I don't they go 4 years now, this year. What me I they go buy corn I dey go my way. I will go there, I will buy am. Before now, that 4 years, we fit see 50 naira home buy. We go dey sell am. If we buy am cheap like 3,000, we go sell am 50 naira. Go see money for inside. E better pass now. Now market don cost. We will go there, buy, drag. People go dey fight because of corn. Women go dey fight because of corn. Na wetin we dey go there, we go drag am, carry am come here. The market go come cost. We come dey put. Now market now e cost. Before e cheap, but now the market don cost pass before. 5 o'clock I dey go market. If I go market that 5 o'clock, maybe sometimes go slow go hold us for road. Maybe 7 o'clock we reach there. If we reach there before we go see market, 10 o'clock, enter motor go come back. Before we sit down, sell am. Okay. When I come back from market, if I reach here, because I no go half back, I go down back for house. Go market, come back. If I come here, I'll come first peel am first. Put am for pot. They cook am before I start to roast. Roast this one. They stress too much. Person don't lean, person no dey see better money chop again. Before e better pass now. But now e cost, they don't take this. Before the stress no dey too much like that. We go sell am, we go see our own money. Maybe wetin we go buy 300 before, but now we don dey buy am 500. Yesterday the market, the money wey we take buy am, e dey cheap. But now, today we buy am 10,000 naira for one bag. So the thing, the market now too cost. We no dey even see money. Hungry don dey full Nigeria. Person dey suffer. Where person wan go? Person go come run again for im country. After I don do everything, buy charcoal, buy coconut. If I don, maybe I buy am 5,000 naira. I will come remove money for charcoal, remove money for motor, remove money for coconut. I no buy pear because pear na too cost. So if I can't do everything, calculate everything, remove everything, I fit see maybe 1.5 for inside. Again, where I dey live, I no dey live for Lora. I dey live for Dero. Na there I dey live. I go see enter motor again, go back, maybe na 1,000 go remain for inside. For inside that 1,000, how much I go take inside? Still cook. If me I wan cook, it go pass 1,000. Me I still dey pay for here. People go still come. They go still dey come. Still dey come dey price the market cheap. If I come dey sell am cheap like that, I no go see my own gain. So me I no go fit sell am cheap. I go sell am make me to see my own small. I go fit see the one wey I go pay for here. Okay, I dey work for school. I dey do cleaner. This one better small pass that one. I will go do it for Nigeria cleaner. How much? What did they pay? I'm 10,000, 15,000, 10,000, 15,000. I no go fit cope now with 4 children. Now this one I'm better pass. You no pay like that. We go just dey manage am like that. Make person no stay one place. If person stay, husband bring the money no go reach. If plantain corn finish, I go start plantain and mango. If it still finish, corn go come out. This one, e pay pass. Wetin make am wey I say e pay pass. Children go come, they go chop inside. Me, I go see chop inside. If I see sell am, I go see small inside. But plantain, when you don't buy am, as you take big for the punch, you go count am. Maybe they fit sell am 2,000 or 3,000. If you come buy am like that, children come take inside, that chop inside. The money no go pay like that, like this one. Because this one now they know they count am. Plantain, when you buy plantain, they will count am inside. This one, sometimes you meet them for back. You select this side. Sometimes they will pour them, you select them before you come load down. So if they pour them for ground, you select them, you go they open them. If come day, they go give you. If come no day, if you get better people for there, when you follow them by the market, they go change them. If you no get better people, they no go change them for you. They will say go sell them, now so they take them. Anything will come outside for inside the market, maybe come finish, I go enter plantain. If plantain don't they go, we go enter mango. Sometimes I dey buy watermelon sell. Sometimes I no dey buy. If money dey, person add, you fit take am add, you fit help person small. But sometimes you no dey help. But if help dey, wey person fit help person, fit help us.
My name is Rosemary. Okay, I've been selling this business from 3 years, and since I've been selling it, I dey sell 100 naira. So I dey sell 100 naira, and this brand where I dey sell, I pay 15,000. And the business they move, they buy am. Any amount I tell them, like 100 naira, they go buy am 200. Like now, if I go market, I will hold like 7,000. When I reach market, I buy corn of 4,000. I buy coconut 1,500. I buy pear 2,000. And both the transport 400. Before I will give people where they carry load for beggar, I will still pay them 200 naira. Before I reach house, the gain what they see inside, I fit sell am now. I buy am that 7,000. I fit sell am like 10,000 naira. When I reach where I dey sell market, I drop the load. I keep the corn. When I keep it, I set this tire. If I set am, keep am, set am, do this one for cooking, this one for roasting. When I reach, I go and fetch water. I peel the corn, I raise it before I will now put it inside the pot. Put am inside the pot, set fire, put before I will now start roasting the roasting one. Na plantain, roasted plantain with pepper, pomo, kika. I do am with this panla. I use and turn it, the pepper. Anybody wey wan come buy, I with roasted yam. When I put it for fire, if I roast and finish, who wan buy? One yam 100 naira with pepper and pomo 300 naira. That's why I take the sell am for them. Come pay me pass because corn, they no dey short corn. If you sell am, know how you must see your gain. Even though say you no see plenty, if e short, you fit no see plenty, but you go still see gain. But e no be like plantain. Plantain no too much gain for plantain. But corn, no dey short corn. I dey sell corn, coconut with pear. Na wetin I take dey sell the corn. The work wey I dey do before, na hairdresser I dey do. I dey make people hair. But as I see say e no pay me because the hairdresser is too much for Lagos, and I turn change the market where my movement, wetin I go dey sell, wey money go dey come out to feed children. This one dey pay me pass. This making hair hairdresser, this one pay me pass. They dey disturb because we dey pay as since wey we come dey pay kind money, they no dey disturb again. Every 2 weeks we dey pay 500. If you no pay the money, the people wey dey collect the money we do. We will throw away our load o. We go throw away our load. You go say we must pay before we sell. The challenge wey I dey feel when I talk so na be that car. With that car no come disturb, no any challenge. If rain dey fall, I go enter my shade, sell market. But as rain no fall, I come outside, sell market.
friends and foes, if you have been watching iBrand TV, my name still remains my name, Bruno Obinna Iwa. Don't drop the dial. Keep watching iBrand TV.
Why did you? Huh? What's the problem? What's the problem? Huh? I'm looking at your life. I'm looking at the food that is here. Huh? How will this nice food? What is the problem?
I never want to.
What is it?
I never want to die.
You will not die. You will not die. That's what will happen to you.
Hello. My life is not 5%. 5%.
Yes. Sorry.
Hello. Am I a man? I've been a woman. I've been.
That's the way you go to the woman you be. Now woman you be.
Hello.
Oh, just one your man.
Hello, I'm not tired.
Oh, you will not be tired. You will not be tired.
I never want to kill myself.
Oh, you will not kill yourself. Oh, when you go to the food that is sweet like this, you will not kill yourself. Let me tell you something. They go upstairs upstairs. I want you to like the downstairs to show you bring you upstairs. You don't bring you upstairs. What will happen to you? Let me.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't finish. Oh.
You're not finished. You have cook. You have cook.
You can't see,
Sorry. Sorry. Let me tell you something. I will be with you to the end. Even though this world, everybody reject you. See me? Oh no. Look at me. I will be with you to the end. What will do you? I will be with you. I see sweet rice. Somebody will cook. I say you will. Come on.
God, thank you. I'm bringing a friend like this.
That's why I will there.
I go chop this food now. Now I go chop them with full confidence.
But not finish up.
I go chop them. I just say no, let me go die.
How about you? Don't want to leave this one.
No, thank God that God has brought you. We will die together.
Wait. There's something that you said I don't understand very well. You say not only you want that.
I put poison for you. I put poison you.
Not be juju be that. You put poison where?
I know we say you will be with me. I know we are with me.
Come here, buddy. You want to kill yourself? You're bringing me with the only one son. What do you want I have?
Hello. You said you will stay with me.
I am not staying with you again. You don't know where you stay. You didn't know the room. My room is in the other side.
God don't send you from here.
God did not send me. You did not send me to follow you.
You think say they wise?
You didn't know to follow you now.
Chop meat now. Chop meat.
Now what? She can't live with this oneself. But see, they also. Wait till they also self. But see, also go school. Those guys won't finish person life because of this banner certificate. Now, Bessie don't come out. See, since I come out, now wait till I don't use and do. She na so I could day. Come to think of it. Wow. Leo was saying something about what do you call that thing? iBrand TV. Okay, yes, iBrand TV. He talks that they brand creativity for them. Oh more, I don't have ma. Now the only thing that don't give me hope since I graduated, I been this iBrand TV. He talks it for there that they brand entertainment, that they brand creativity. Or more if I sing now, I brand it with that. I don't turn. What do you call that guy? I don't turn the video with that. Or more, I don't have ma. They even talk say that they brand industrialization. So waiting down and me say, or more, I feel get job there. I feel also want business for there. Or more, my life I don't get my solution for iBrand TV. iBrand TV now you be my solution now. I the rush they go there now.
is given, much is expected. I'm talking about Mother Earth and how much she gives to us. It is time for us to take social responsibility and give back. Welcome to Mother Earth. My name is Success Caminets. I'm here to visit yet another professional when it comes to the environmental industry. We're going to be talking about lots of things. Stay tuned for more information.
Program is waste to wealth, and when you talk about waste to wealth, there is a demon that is staring all of us on the face now. That is the dirtiness of the environment. With the way things are going, all the drainages are being blocked by used bottles, used plastic. There is need for all of us to come together to fight this thing. How do we fight it? By getting some people to pick it up. Let them turn it to money. It's a recycling of a thing. We are talking of unemployment all over the place. People can actually engage themselves by getting all these things, selling it to the recycling company, and they will make use of it. And by so doing, you are creating employment. You are creating multiple employment. Government cannot create the whole employment we need. It's not possible. Some of us will leave this country, we travel abroad, and we find ourselves doing those dirty jobs that we feel we can't do at home. Whereas we have been doing it at home, it will be because Nigeria has the right environment.
The program is very, very interesting. And it's a word of encouragement. It's encouraging the youth to come out and do something. It's not by your salary, as the chairman have said. You cannot make money with your salary, but with business you can make money. Like they have said about the recycling of a thing, all those plastic, come out and pick them. It's not that there is not much money immediately, but when you gather it, you start from somewhere, you can make money through it.
From Swift Foundation, I coordinate the children. And we know that the children are not just the future. We have very smart children today. And they are today's children. They are not